twin sobranies. You might have bought them from the Savoy or Claridge's at the opera, or some fancy nightclub. Who knows, Miss Jenny? Paris. You can't buy them here. You never bought them yourself? No, I never. Shut up, you stuck-up cow. But I'll bring you some back if you want. You're joking? None. He's taking you to Paris. Oui. This term? Peut-être. Isn't it your birthday next Tuesday? Might be. Oh my god, your birthday. I would have liked to be you. All those dinners you've had of him. Ouch. You have such a Victorian attitude to sex. Sorry, Dr. Kinsey. I mean, you've done it. I take it never. Can that be right? And your parents are just going to let you swan off like that. They don't know yet. David has a plan, he says. He usually has something up his sleeve. What did he tell them when you had your weekend in Oxford? Oxford? It was... David went to Oxford. Merton, English. And he offered to show me round. So you have a good-looking boyfriend with lots of money, brains, and a nice car. Apparently I do. And they tell us there's a God. Nobody does anything worth doing without a degree. Nobody does anything worth doing with one either. No woman anyway. So what I do here isn't worth doing? Or what Mrs. Stubbs does? Or Miss Wilson? Or any of us here? Because you realize that none of us would be here without degrees, don't you? And yes, of course, studying is hard and boring. And... Boring? I'm sorry? Studying is hard and boring. Teaching is hard and boring. So you're telling me to be bored, and then finally bored again, this time for the rest of my life. This whole stupid country is bored. There's no life in it, or colour in it, or fun in it. It's probably just as well the Russians are going to drop a nuclear bomb on us any day now. So my choice is either to do something hard and boring, or to marry my Jew and go to Paris and Rome and listen to jazz, read and eat good food in nice restaurants and have fun. It's not enough to educate us anymore, Mrs. Walters. You've got to tell us why you're doing it. Because without formal qualifications, it doesn't have to be teaching, you know. There's the civil service. I don't wish to be impertinent, Mrs. Walters, but it is an argument worth rehearsing. You never know. Someone else might want to know what the point of it all is one day.
You got me wrapped around your little finger. If this is love, it's everything I hoped it would be.
You have no idea how boring everything was before I met you. Action is character, my English teacher says. I think it means that if you never did anything, you would never be anybody. And I never did anything before I met you. And sometimes I think no one's done anything in this whole stupid country, apart from you.